Please, can we have permission to record? Thanks.
We will send you the recording immediately afterwards. Thank you. Coach,
Can we have permission to record?
Colleagues, we're about to get underway. Coach Dlamini is here. If you can just give us your minutes. Yeah, look, I think it's plain, and it showed in the we got a goal out of that, and it's because we couldn't sort ourselves out at the back. And we couldn't manage this because we saw that she was coming. Erasmus was doing the same. We tried to be compact a bit, and we forced them to play long ball. But then again, we failed to deal with the long ball. But I think second half was very, very good from our side. We dominated, and to concede also from a corner kick, because as you know, it's something that is not acceptable because it's a simple ball where people can deal with it. But we take lessons from this game. I think overall, look, the effort from the boys was very good. The fighting spirit, especially second half, to play against the quality side like Mamelodi Sundowns and score 3 goals is never easy, you know. So I'm very, very happy we can take the positives and try to work on what we think didn't go well today. If we can have the first question.
Coach, you know, we came out of.
Can we have the first question from the members of the media, please?
Okay. Good afternoon, Coach Cobra. Unlucky on the loss. I just wanted to find out, Coach, how far is being part of the team? Is he healing? How far is he from?
What was that?
Shaba.
Oh, no, it's not too far, but I'll wait for the report from the doctors. But he trained with us on Thursday and Friday, and there's progress, you know, but we still have to see. So I will leave it to the medical team to give a report when we go back to Durban. Can we have the next question from members of the media?
Coach Ayanda, Mazola Molefe from Sokala Duma. Obviously, you said you are pleased that you're able to score 3 goals against the reigning champions, but just your own assessment of the game in its entirety. I mean, at some stage, it looked like quite a bit of sort of silly mistakes that I suppose as a coach you perhaps wouldn't condone. How do you deal with that moving forward?
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't a bad game. We started very well, like I said. Then those mistakes that you are saying started happening. But obviously, we're dealing with professionals here, So we'll sit down, talk about it, analyze our game, show them what happened, what we did right, what we did wrong, and then we go forward, and try to improve. But it's not a bad performance. Okay, so I think second half we pushed the Mamelodi Sundownds back. They stayed deep into their half, and we got a couple of chances where I think we also were supposed to convert, But yeah, we'll go back and talk about it.
We'll have a question from the social media team from Amazulu, then 2 last questions from those that have joined online. Can go ahead, sir.
Thank you, sir. Coach, we saw a second, a numbers come out in the second half, more positive, more attacking. What are some of the positives that you are taking from this match, especially into the match against Cape Town City next week Saturday?
Yeah, there are a lot of positives. Look, we played the quality side, like I said. Mamelodi Sundowns are champions of the league. It's never easy coming to Pretoria and play against them, So there are a lot of positives. Like I just said, now we'll sit down, analyze our game and talk about those, and also talk about the things that didn't go well.
I think we're back online. Can we have 2 last questions?
Coach,
Okay,
hard luck for the loss. What do you make of the control?
Sorry, I just lost you now. Can you come again with the question? Sorry.
Okay, Coach, hard luck for the loss today. What do you make of the contribution of the new players, the likes of Will Memela? They are still settling into the team so far.
Yeah, obviously we know the quality that we signed this season. But I won't like to single out some players because we have a team, and we're trying to also make sure that they adjust to how we want to play, and those things take time because they joined us late into our preseason, So I think they are doing very, very well, but there's still a lot of improvement from the whole squad, and yeah. But I think it's very, very positive.
Next question, please.
Coach.
Okay.
Robin,
Okay, no, it's fine. You can go first. Yeah, it's fine. Thank you. It's fine.
Okay, Coach. I just wanted to find out here, Coach. How far is Bongintuli in some of his injury front, and also Madonna as well?
Look, I think that's also for the medical team, but they are still on month boots, So it means we're not going to see them anytime soon, because it was not small injuries for them. So I think they are still a couple of weeks away from coming back and joining.
All right. Thank you. And good luck for the next game.
Thank you.
Coach Manqoba will join us shortly.
Thank you.
Coach Manqoba Mngqithi is here. We'll just release the video now, and we're good to go. Apologies for the short delay. Coach Manqoba Mngqithi, if you can give us a summary of the 90 minutes, please.
I think the first half was very impressive. A lot of very good actions in attack. Created some interesting moments and scored 3 early goals, which I believe were all very good. But we put the foot off the pedal, maybe from the mistake of Ricardo, where it was trying to pass the goalkeeper, and we had already seen that in the analysis. They nearly stole a ball. Themba nearly stole a ball against Pirates when they were trying to play that first station pass, and the field was not too good, and it did not have good contact. Immediately, we got punished. We came in second half. Unfortunately, we considered another penalty, which I believe was another very silly error. But in football, you must expect these things. Then we went on to try and push for more. We managed to get, but unfortunately, we gave it away again. Tactically, in our structure, defensively on set pieces, we always kept the right shape up until that stupid moment where I don't know what happened to one of our players who's always been key in that zone where they scored. He moved away from the area and created a chance out of nothing. And from there, the game became very scrappy. We looked like we wanted to give it to them. I even thought maybe it's that time where we are having Christmas with our people. I think that is the game where we started now showing signs that we wanted to donate at all costs. Fortunately, we managed to hang in there and kept the result. The boys worked very hard. The conditions of the pitch were not very good because yesterday there was rugby here and the players complained that it was a little bit heavy. That's why we could not keep the same momentum. But it's work in progress. We believe we'll hang in there and see what we can achieve going into the next match. But I'm happy with the amount of work that the boys put, more especially in our pressing moments, our counter pressing. We look very good, and we create scoring opportunities from these moments. And the attitude is very good in that regard. But when you concede 3 goals, when you had not considered a goal in the last 3 matches, it's not nice. And all those 3 goals are typical tactical mistakes or technical mistakes. It's not nice. But that's football for you.
If we can have first question, please.
Okay, can I please go first? Good afternoon, Coach. Just 2 questions from my side. You've spoken about the players, putting their foot off the pedal, and as reigning champions, surely you would be disappointed in that. How do you fix that going forward? And secondly, in terms of Dennis Onyango, is it simply because the long traveling he was with Uganda over the international break? That's the reason he didn't start today, Coach. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, it's in as much as I put it like they put the foot off the pedal, it's because the opponents came back. We did not step our authority and our personality as a big team and forced to score a lot of goals. But we still played well. But unfortunately, these scrappy mistakes, because the mistake that resulted into a penalty, we could have pressed earlier, but we left it hanging. And when they played the deep ball, we could not deal with it. And unfortunately, Ricardo reacted with his hand, which resulted in a penalty. But in general, we still kept the game, the control of the game, but we never really decided to drop maybe into the middle third to make sure that we do not give them a lot of moments to play in between our lines. Because if the field is heavy, which is the comment that you are getting now late in the game, that the legs were going because the field was muddy and all that, we could have dealt with the situation a little bit better had we known. But nobody came out and vocal enough to say, maybe it's that time of the game where we have to keep it a little bit quiet and use breaks behind their defense, because we could have easily punished them behind Mario and Kumalo, but we never did that. On Dennis's one, Dennis came back with a flu, and we felt there is no reason to risk it. Kennedy has always done well. And to be honest, even now when Kennedy has considered 3 goals, we will be unfair to think it was because of him that we considered 3 goals, because let's be fair, the first goal was a mistake which Majoro took it very well. The second one was a penalty. And the third one, we did not keep to our proper zonal marking in our line in defense and opened a zone which we knew, because it's an area where in our analysis we knew that Nyongo always takes that area and is very dangerous in that area. With Mario Poison coming short into the near post, they always try to open that zone and exploit it. And when they did not have Nyongo, we knew the same, that maybe they will still bring Mario Poison into that hole or bring Kumalo into that hole. But structurally, for whatever reason, I still have to check with the player consent. He was not in his area. He was in another area which was not his responsibility, because if you check the other corner kicks, when he was in his area, he cleared some of the balls in that area, which for me was just a tactical area, maybe a tactical ill discipline. But I wouldn't really want to blame Kennedy for the goals considered. I would have blamed him for the situation that in the last stages of the game where he played the ball into the traffic. If that could result in a goal, then I would say, what were you trying to do as a senior goalkeeper, playing the ball into traffic when you've got Lyle free, when you've got Mudau free in the channels? But all the goals that he considered, I would like to really protect him and say there was nothing much he could do with those.
Can we have a question? Another question, please?
Yeah. Thanks, Shupi. Coach, it's Mazola here. Just on Ricardo, obviously it's unlike Ricardo, the 2 mistakes. Do you address it with him, or how do you handle it, given that it's very rare that you have Ricardo making those mistakes? And the second question, I understand that obviously with Serino and Afonso, those were short-term injuries. How far are they from being available?
Yeah, Serino's one, he should be back anytime soon. And we are not even rushing it, to be honest, because we're still going to need him a lot as the season progresses. With Afonso, it's a little bit of a delicate issue, because the medical team has brought him back to the moon boot, which means he still has another maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks out of training, because this ankle of his is troubling him. But we are working around the clock to make sure that he gets back. And it's one area we feel we need to strengthen with a player like Motupa being out injured and a Villa coming out of injury. Then now you've got Afonso not coming in. You are reliant on Kemit and Peter and Mahalwa, which makes us to look a little bit thin in that space. But we are hoping to get them back soon.
Sorry, Coach, just
and Ricardo's mistakes that he did today. I always say, if you kill with a sword, you die with a sword. So we are a team that builds the attack from the back, and from time to time, based on the type of a game that we play, we are bound to make these kind of mistakes, either from a goalkeeper or a Madisha center back or whoever. And when this one happens from somebody that predominantly does not make mistakes like those, you forgive and move on, because in football there are games where you will play well and there are games where you will not play well, because the same thing would apply if you were to ask me, what would you do with Peter missing such a big chance that could have made it 5? But when that has happened, at times you must just accept that in football there will be mistakes, and you have to move on and respect and show trust and confidence on your players. And I'm not even angry, because I know this thing happened in football. You make such mistakes and you get punished. And by the time I want to go and talk about it as a coach, I'm just wasting my time, because as a player, you're already punishing yourself, because it's uncharacteristic of Ricardo, like you said, to make such mistakes in a game. And what we have to do now is to support him and believe that he still has a chance to come back and really help us, which he nearly did, because he nearly scored after all that had happened. He committed himself fully on the set piece. Unfortunate not to get a goal out of it. So I don't have issues with it.
Can we have the last question, please?
Coach, Robin here from Daily Sun. I just wanted to check here. 10 points out of 12. Normally, Sundowns are slow starters in the season. What have you done differently?
To be honest, we have looked at our periodization, and tried to tweak some of the things in our training program, which I must commend our conditioning department. They've done a little bit better in that space. But I must say it also helped us maybe to bomb out of the MTN8, because that was a big surprise for the team, because we really wanted to go through in this MTN8 and continue. But when we lost a game, which up until today, I still believe we deserved to have won the match. But in football, these things tend to happen. But that setback maybe galvanized a little bit going into our first match, which was against a big team. And we've kept that momentum. And it's important for Sundowns to keep collecting the points in the early stages of the season, because if you check in January, we've got plus minus 9 games. And in that space, maybe January, February, we are looking at 14, 15 matches in total. So it's very important that when you still have moments where you can have breathers in between, you plug your gaps and work very hard and make sure that you get the results. And our boys have responded in that regard. And the games that we have won are not the easy games, but one would still feel we dropped 2 points against TTM, which by now we could have been in a far better space. But at times in football, we must just accept and say, maybe if we got a draw in Cape Town City away from home and won against TTM, the same would have happened. It would give us the same number of points. But when you've got the 3 points away at Cape Town City and 3 points away at FNB Stadium, then it gives you a little bit of comfort to believe that the group is really coming together and we are slowly getting to the condition where the team was in the season when we got 71 points. And we are trying very hard to push for that benchmark and see how far we can go.
Thank you, Coach, and good luck for the next match. Members of the media, see you on Saturday. Thanks for joining. Sabo.
Thank you, Bafowethu.
We'll share the recording by email shortly.